So, school starts in like a week and my bedroom is an absolute mess, but I need to lock in because by the end of last year, my grades were dropping a little bit. So I need to actually study this year if I want to pass. Anyway, we're going to tidy my room, like deep clean, basically anywhere there's stuff in my house because my cousin's also coming in a few months and I need a clean bedroom so that she can have a place to sleep. Okay, so I have 3 bags here. So one is paper recycling, one is plastic recycling, and then the last one is things I can give away. And then for anything else, I'll just use my rubbish bin. So I think I'm going to start with my wardrobe because my wardrobe is somewhere along the line of messy and clean and I don't know. So this before, as you can see, there is a lot of stuff there, so we're just going to unpack all of that. So we're going to start with the clothes. I don't want to get rid of anything, but I think that there are things that I can use the fabric to make something else. So this is the first dress that I ever made. It's terrible because I was 8 years old and had just learned how to sew, and I did not have a sewing machine, so this was all by hand. It's not reinforced, the stitches are basically falling out and it looks messy. What I think I'm going to do with it is conserve the fabric and then I can make it, like reuse the fabric to make something I'm not embarrassed to wear with the knowledge that I know now. It's still going to have to be hand sewn because the stretch fabric and my sewing machine doesn't support that. But, video idea? This is Little Red Riding Hood matching skirt and cape that my mum made when I was like 4. You'd be surprised to find that the skirt actually still fits me. And it's a pretty decent length. It goes down to my knees still. So I'm gonna keep these. This is a dress my mum made for me when I was 3 years old. It was the first like sewing thing that I remember she made for me. I've worn this out over the years like so badly because I used to go around because I thought that because it's yellow, so then I imagined that it was like a Princess Belle dress. I'm going to keep it for old time's sake, even though it's literally falling apart. This is one of my mum's old belly dance skirts. However, it's about 10 sizes too big. She never used it, it's not finished, and she doesn't remember why she started making it. So she just gave it to me. What I believe I might do is finish it off. I might adjust the size so that it actually fits. Oh wait, actually, I think the reason why it's 10 sizes too big is because the elastic is safety pinned on, so that's going to be quite easy. It's mostly finished, so I just need to put a few finishing touches. It's very interesting. I'm not sure what she would have used this for because it's also extremely long and my mum's a very short lady. I believe this is a very nice dress. I especially like the mesh. Unfortunately, it's too small. So what I think I might do is maybe make like a skirt, or this would be really nice as some sort of decoration. And then take out the sequins. Could I use this as a base top as well? I probably could. Oh yeah. So I will have some ideas for this because I feel the fabric is too beautiful to go to waste. This is a Rapunzel dress my mum bought for me when I was 8 years old. My cousin has an identical one because we were going to Brazil that year, and then my mum got one for me and one for her, and then we both have notebooks with a picture of us wearing it. I think my cousin still has the dress, so I'm going to keep it. Who knows, maybe when she comes over we'll play dress up. I really like this dress. However, the style is not really me anymore. I think it needs something that's just not on here yet. I think maybe if I made just a skirt out of this fabric and the thing underneath, or if I made it's into a two-piece, or if I'd simply just added some decorations, or maybe it would work with a belt, but I don't know. Because I really, really love this fabric, I'm thinking that I might try and do something else with it. This dress is technically not finished because I sewed on some flowers. However, the back is completely free of flowers. So I just need to sew those on. I think I haven't lost them yet. So that's what I need to do. But it is a very nice dress, and I believe I should wear it more often. This is what I believe to be the most beautiful dress in my wardrobe. However, I just feel like it's a bit too childish and it doesn't fit very well anymore. So what I think I might do is take the top and make it into a pillow or a mandala, hang it up on my wall maybe, and then just wear the skirt because I really, really like this skirt and I've been looking for more skirts, and this saves me having to buy them. This is the bag of things that I believe I can either fix or make something new with. With the addition of the new things that I've put in the bag, I don't have enough bag. So I'm not entirely sure where I'm going to go with this. So I've given this little area a wipe down. Now I'll just put in a few things that will not be leaving here. Also exciting, I have found a bag which is made out of plastic and it appears to be bigger. So I can probably put in a few more sewing things in there. So even this bag wasn't enough. However, I did find a third, what's this called? Fabric bag. So now if this one breaks, I will cry. This is why my mum won't let me go to charity shops. Found my old JoJo bow. I swear I used to have a purple one with like sparkles and I've gotten rid of that already. Okay, so I now deem this tidy enough where I can add my clothes back. So yeah. So now my wardrobe's all nice and done, I'll just put my uniform and then that's good. I have this box of assorted items, including a bunch of alphabet letters that I might just look through because I don't remember what's in here. So now I have a free box and I'm subscribed to this like science scrapbook, so what I'm going to do is I might put these stuff in there. Now that this is nice and boxed up, that frees up another box. Well, it didn't really free up another box because I just put these things in, but anyway. Now I'm going to pack my school bag because it's nice and clean so I can just go through everything.
This thing was so difficult to put on, I had to ask my mum to help.
So I'm just going to refresh my pencil case. Normally I would put this in the washing machine, but I just didn't, so I just have to deal with a wipe down. Anyway, this is just a store of everything I keep in my pencil case. I also keep in a bunch of paper and a bookmark because I like reading and then I don't always have a bookmark, and because I really like doodling in the middle of the class and I need something to doodle on. So I've just got scissors, calculator, Tipp-Ex, protractor, compass, rubber, sharpener, pens, pencils, highlighters, and then a palm stone, but yeah. This is the bookmark that I'm starting off the year with. I'll probably add more because my school has free bookmarks, but yeah. I forgot to mention I also have a ruler and glue stick. So I do have a spare pencil case, so then I keep in 2 spare pencils, 2 spare pens, spare rubber, sharpener, these are sewing scissors but same thing, ruler, highlighter, whiteboard pen, and then colouring pencils. Now this is what I keep in my actual school bag. I've got a whiteboard and pens, I've got my backup pencil case, a notebook for just general stuff, then that notebook is specifically for my music lessons because I do violin. Then I have this folder which I use to keep any paperwork, loose paper sheets throughout the year. Then this sort of like beauty kind of thing. So then it's got like lip gloss, perfume, that sort of thing. My pencil case, some stickers because my water bottle is covered in stickers, so just in case some falls off. A couple good luck charms, snacks and tissues. I just forgot to mention I do tend to keep mini cards and mini chess because my friends enjoy playing it and sometimes we need something to do. RIP to my lovely Smiggle ruler, you will be sorely missed. So it's a nice shiny new day and I've tidied up there. I have also unlocked 2 new boxes, and now this is the bit where I go downstairs. Help, my Orbeez got mouldy and I've literally eaten these before. So I forgot to record the downstairs cleaning. It is messier than when I started cleaning, so now we're going to finish it, hopefully. This actually took so long, I think it's 25 times faster right now. I can't even just like tidy, so I'm just going to Pomodoro the rest of the tidying. So, see you in 5 minutes, and then I'll do another like 25 minutes, and then, I don't know. I have so much electric tape from this one project I did 5 years ago, and I don't even have the project anymore, so this is voiceover, but anyway, I was tidying for hours and hours, so then I just quit for the day there because it was almost done. So it's midnight and I can't sleep, so we're just going to carry on in tidying my room, but we have to do it quietly because my mum is asleep. I forgot to record, but I finished the stuff downstairs and brought this up. So I just started by cleaning the 3rd shelf in my wardrobe because it was so messy. So because the Orbeez were mouldy, I threw them away and I washed the boxes, and then I just used it to store all my makeup. So the yellow is technically blushes, but I didn't have a lot, so I just put more lip products. Then you can see what's in all the other things. The purple thing I put in extras, and then I had a makeup chest, and then this for sort of like base makeup. Then I just organised everything else that was on the shelf. I just wiped it down so it's nice and clean. This is the shelf most of my eyeliner, so I tend to put the things that I will use the most on it. It's done, so now I'll move on to the top shelf. So sad, I can barely reach here, so then I just use it for storage and things I don't really use. These were the bags that were there, but then I just got rid of all the ones that didn't fit my phone. These were the only 2 that fit my phone, but the white one's really pretty, so I want to see if I can still use it. And then this one I found downstairs, and it definitely fits my phone. I just decided to move all the stuff on the top shelf into this one because there was barely anything there, so I could use it. This is what it looks like done, but there's still an empty top shelf. So I've ended up using the top shelf to put all my school books from primary and secondary that I still have. And I'm not going to show that because, no, it also has my primary school leavers t-shirt, so no. For the books, I need to clean all of my books, not just those. Anyway, I don't really need to clean the other half of my wardrobe because I tend to keep it quite clean, so that's my entire wardrobe done. This is where I kept my school books, so I'm not sure what I'm going to put here. My desk drawer is caving in, so that might be what I use my unlocked shelf for. I moved the stuff in the top shelf into the bottom one because the top shelf I'm going to use for revision books. The shelves are all clean, so now I just need to work on the drawers on my desk. So I'm finished with the big drawer, so now I just need to move on to the little drawer. I think this is the last bit of voiceover, but anyway, I'm done with the little drawer, so now I just need to work onto the main bit of my desk, which is difficult because that's usually so messy. Okay, I don't have to do the voiceover anymore, so I have wiped down my entire desk, and now I'm just going to fill up these 2 shelves again. These are my display shelves, because I got rid of some stuff. This is basically all my display stuff. And at the bottom here, what I'm going to do is put all my painting things, because that's what I tend to do. Can't remember if I said this, but I'm going to put stationery and stuff that's normally down here, so that I have more space on my actual desk in, and then I can just put it all in this. Do you like my little soldier? I like my little soldier. So in this one, I also moved some stuff that was up here down, and I'll just fill up the rest of the desk with the rest of my stuff. This is going to just get stay as is because I don't really have a problem with it. It's just stuff that I'm more immediately going to use at my desk that doesn't fit on my desk. Also, I found a use for all those spare boxes. They are now holding fabric because I have a problem about not getting rid of my old clothes. So this is my lovely little suitcase. I am going to restore it, which is cool. I'm going to try and restore it because I've never done anything like it before. So I'm going to do research, but you know, future video. So this is my music corner. I do need to add in my violin. Unfortunately, before I add in my violin, I'm going to have to change the strings, which I have attempted to change the strings before, and that resulted in the string breaking completely. So I'll try and change the string properly, or I might end up breaking my violin. On today's episode of Dumb Things I've Done, I got crepe paper wet on the floor and didn't notice. I don't think this is coming out. Maybe I'll just get a rug. Why is the bin bag called Grandma Shark? I don't know if you can see it, but there's a ladybird on my light bulb and I want it out. I managed to get it on this little dementia pamphlet, but it looks like it's getting ready to fly, so I'm gonna let it go now. I feel kind of bad because I just flopped out the ladybird, but you gotta do what you gotta do. So I'm very nearly finished with tidying up my room, but it's past midnight, so I just power on and try and finish. We're not gonna touch my bookshelf, that's... no. Okay, so I'm pretty much done. Okay, so you can see that there's still stuff that I need to pick up, like the bags, I need to put them in the bin and stuff, but what I mean by done is like all the things have been picked up, I just need to run a hoover over it and put up like the lights and stuff. Yeah, so there are a couple reasons why I did this. There's like 5. So the first one is that I just need to get rid of junk. I just have a lot of random stuff because I didn't like throwing things away when I was little. So then I just had a bunch of random things that I got rid of. The second one is my cousin's actually coming over in December, and to be able to stay in my room, there can't really be anything here because there's not enough space for the bed and me still being able to access the wardrobe. So then she has to sleep in like the main bit, and that wasn't really an option. But now it is because I've reduced the corner with my stuff in it, and it's going to be reduced even more once I like restore the suitcase, and then I can move all the stuff out, move some stuff downstairs while she's here. The third one is that there's not that many years before I move out, before I like move to uni and stuff, and I'm going to get a roommate because I'm terrified of living alone and I don't like being home alone. So I don't want my roommate to hate my guts. And in my brain, the logic is that if I start being really clean now, then I'm not gonna have a problem doing that when I'm in uni, and my roommate is not gonna hate my guts. I think that if this was what my room looked like, there's probably gonna be less stuff when I'm actually in uni. I don't think my roommate would hate my guts. The fourth thing is that my mum was nagging me to do this because my room's messy a lot, and she's always like, clean your room, which I agree with, but I just can't be bothered. Anyway, the fifth thing is that, what was it? Oh yeah, so apparently having clean room helps to increase focus. Like if your room's messy, you're going to be stressed and you're going to find focusing harder, at least that's what my mum says. So basically, all the reasons eventually sum them up to I have a bunch of random stuff, my mum told me to clean my room, and my cousin's coming over. I just cleaned under my bed and I can confirm there are no monsters, just 3.5 pairs of socks. I realised I haven't shown the finished product of my room and downstairs. So this is my room, and then this is what my downstairs looks like after being cleaned.